longest running Panthers podcast. That is right. This might be the shortest Tuesday night show you've seen in a while. And I think it's just because we have been intent on pushing through some material tonight.
Yeah.
We could have argued for another hour and a half if we really wanted to. The longest running Panthers podcast in our 10th season and the longest running segment on this podcast is the Ice Up segment, where we honor Steve Smith. It is our homage to Steve Smith, where we tell someone to ice up, toughen up, to get it together. If you're new to the podcast, this segment is open to more than sports. It is not relegated to the Carolina Panthers. It's not relegated to anything. It is open, fair game. You can ice up, tell anyone to ice up, toughen up, get it together. I've iced up my wife. Usually I ice up myself more than that. I've iced up children in Oklahoma I've never met. Everybody is fair game. Cody, let's ice some fools up.
Ice up, son. Ice up.
So,
Get them.
do you guys have one?
I'm
You
locked
want me
and
to go
loaded,
first?
but you
Yeah,
go
there
first.
you
Let's go.
Tony, I'll let you go first.
Oh, you're going to defer? Defer? All right, defer
I'll
to the
defer.
old man?
I'll defer.
All right, let
I'll
me see.
defer.
Let me share. When I do this, hold on. I got to make, well,
Oh, I saw this today.
I love this. So, and I don't even know if we are going to hear the sound on this. Who really cares? There's nothing that much. But if you watch, I thought when I hit share screen, it gave me the ability.
It does.
to,
Do
oh, okay.
share.
I got it. I
and
got it
then-
selected. All right.
Yep.
It's by default. All right.
Yeah.
So this is some sort of deli in New York City. For people who are listening and not watching the podcast, you can find us on YouTube, by the way, where you can check all this stuff out visually. But we're on iTunes, TuneIn, Stitcher. We got a ton of people that listen on the audio version. Go download that, write a review. So this lady is standing on a rack, like leaning over the deli counter, and she's about to get frisky and mad at them for some reason. She looks like she's in either no shorts or booty shorts. Like, I can't tell if she's got shorts on. But this is the part. The ice up pick not only comes to this lady because she's acting a fool, but check out the ending of this shit. So she's throwing shit at this guy, and she's like, I'm out of here.
Oh!
Dude, she got hit. Look at this. This mug threw like a tomato can at her. Bam! I mean, it was like,
they hard
it was like
as
this.
fuck.
I know that one and this one. All right, so that's my first ice up to that crazy. And look, and she deserved every little bit of that great toss by that guy. You know, he didn't really mean to just clunk her in the back, but it's like, that's 1 in a million. Not 1 in a million. You know, you make those throws every now and then. You didn't expect it. This one also was wild to me.
Dentist can tell when you're giving head.
Yeah.
What?
And yeah, so this, I was like, this is bullshit. Right. So this tweet shows up and this girl writes, dentist can tell when you've given head. Smiley face. I like that. Like, she's like, hey, I gave head today. But then what's wild about this is when you jump into the comments on this stuff.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, or I don't know. It's like this one lady says, yes, I went to the dentist years ago. And he sat back after looking at my mouth and said, oh, wow, you had some fun last night, huh? And he was correct. Showed me the areas I did it. I mean, there are all of this weird shit.
What?
Like, you go through
That bitch
this.
is just nasty. That's all. What?
Look at this. Like, I mean, I don't know, but the comment shit always makes this. At first, I don't really believe this. But the comments go in. And so what I would say is this is be careful, folks. You know what? If you live in Qatar and you gay, don't go to the dentist the next day. Because they will stone your ass.
Hey, also maybe
stone your ass.
Also, maybe get out of Qatar. If you, if
I've
you're
actually
gay.
kind of been mad at some of the, and now I understand like the virtue signaling, people over protest and stuff and this and that. So my ice up goes to this is to people that get caught sucking dick at the dentist office. Ice up to them. No wonder dentists have a high suicide rate. But the Qatar thing with this is like so many people in the world, like the non-Western world, defending the, I mean, I guess bigotry. And I'm not even overly like liberal on a lot, but my point is this: is that they're going this. Oh, you go to their country, respect their culture.
Yeah, dude, FIFA is the most corrupt sporting organization in the world.
I don't even know if it's close. Like,
Dude,
Right. Like, they're fucking
go on
gangsters,
Netflix.
bro.
Go on Netflix and look up FIFA Uncovered, and just listen to all of the sheer corruption that they have been mired in for decades,
Right.
dude. Yeah, it's
My point though on
it's
that
shameful.
is that so many people that are from the Muslim world, and I don't want to call out religion, man, I can't call out an entire religion on this or whatever, but they're like, oh, you're going to their country, respect their culture and their rules. That sounds great in that superficial comment, but what if a Western country like the United States passed a rule that said the Quran was outlawed? Do you think
but
people
just
would be
like-
going to Twitter and saying, look at this, look at this?
Well, but Tony,
So-
it's also you're inviting, like, if you have those rules for your country, whatever, that's your country. But you're inviting the world literally to look at your country, to come visit your country. There's no alcohol. Look, we're talking about the gay people. How they treat women is like they literally have to have marriage certificates in order to like go to the doctor. It's crazy. We could definitely
I'm
do a whole-
pretty 1,000% sure
I'm pretty 1,000% sure.
that dudes from Qatar probably suck the best dick. Anytime
say so.
anybody
I wouldn't
says
know.
when they're so anytime someone's homophobic to the like nth degree,
They're hot
they
and something.
always get caught in a bathroom. Check these Alabama congressmen, and they're like, "Oh no!" It's like every time you're like, "Oh, I hate abortion," it's like this motherfucker just got an abortion with his mistress. Promise you this is
So,
they. And imagine the stones it takes to lick stones with the threat of being stoned.
Muscles Marinara says, "Nah, chick from AC, no teeth." We're off the rails, dude. We are
The
off the
stones to
rails.
lick
But dude,
stones in a
that
place
happens
you
at the
could
end of
get
this podcast.
stoned.
Look, how about this? If ever, I have a great one. Okay, if ever you're in a relationship, and things don't end well, going hot sauce on people. And by the way,
God.
boys, you have to wait until the end. It's
Be peaceful.
the best.
You see? See?
Throwing hot sauce on him.
The devil juice
Messi, you're going to jail. You're going to
getting in
jail.
her eye. It's getting right in his eyeball.
You're going to jail. Just keep throwing it. You're going to jail. It's goofy. You're going right to jail.
I hit him with that bottle,
You're going
baby.
to jail. Kiss that
She gets hit by a car.
fuck.
Oh,
Kiss Junior
man.
goodbye. You're going to jail, bro.
You can kiss me goodbye.
You're going to
You
jail.
going to my funeral.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going
Please
to
don't say
jail. You're going to jail. You're on your way to jail, and I'm sending them right over there. Yup. Be peaceful.
I mean, I don't wish that
You
she
going
got
to
hit by
jail.
a bus or something, but she
You on your
said,
way to
"You
jail.
come
I'm
to my
sending them right
funeral,"
over
and you're
there.
like, "Oh shit, this bitch
I
is
was,
getting hit
that's what
by
I
a
was,
truck."
I was waiting for her to get hit. I was waiting.
She fucking
Oh man, I'm glad that
screamed.
wasn't the outcome, but
Wait, Muscle Marinara said, "Leaving on a bicycle is the ultimate flex." Oh my god, I wish that she would have got hit by a trash truck or something, and been
We're gonna
like,
we're gonna go up into his restaurant next off season for the
yes.
training camp, and we're gonna like just start some shit and just ride away
Throw
on an
hot
electric
sauce at each
bicycle or
other.
something, or like even better, like a scooter. Just go up there with a scooter and just like I'm out. Not even a powered one, just like a when you have to.
That's wonderful.
If you're
That's wonderful.
point being, if you're gonna throw hot sauce on somebody and then ride your bicycle away, make sure you can ride that bitch straight and don't run into a parked car while you're at it. So to whoever
You know
she
what?
was,
Ice up him. He was the
Ice
one
up,
fucking
son.
that chick.
I mean, yeah, but you know, everybody does
Right.
some crazy
Okay.
shit. But-
CK, what you got for us?
I mean, mine was just going to be the whole Qatar shit, but we've already kind of touched
Nah,
base
just
on
did
that.
a little
So.
bit about it because it's been bad.
Dude, it's been every possible thing I feel like can go wrong has gone wrong there. You know, from them not letting reporters into the stadium because he's wearing a rainbow suit. Like, I don't
Well,
know if you,
shirt, just a shirt,
rainbow
not
shirt.
a suit. I like this. All the comments. I mean, the internet always wins, bro.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Oh,
"Oh, what's wrong
undefeated.
with that?" And they're like, "Oh, Qatar doesn't like rainbows." And then there's somebody that like is pointing a gun up at the sky, like they're gonna shoot rainbows. And they're like, "You can't listen to the dark side of the moon because it's like refracted light." I mean, they just
Man.
go off on it.
Yeah. So I mean, the whole Qatar thing has been a disaster, and the whole Budweiser thing. I mean, honestly, I think they're doing the best they can with the situation. Luckily, the majority of the money that they spent to be the sponsors is going to be for TV advertising. But it does suck to not be able to be the sole provider of the alcohol there, especially when you're going to have that many Brits showing up. You know, they're going to be draining that place dry. But what is cool about it, I don't know if you guys saw, Budweiser has actually made the decision that once the World Cup is done, whoever wins, they're going to ship all of the alcohol they were planning on selling there at the World Cup. They're going to ship it to that country and have like a major like party.
That's dope.
I saw somebody write on Twitter. I mean, again, internet always wins. Is they're like, "Oh, you don't like our culture, our country? Well, the next time we have this in our country, we're just going to make you watch gay porn for the first 4 minutes before every game. How do you like that?" You know, it's like, "Oh, welcome to our country." It's just like it was just
Yeah.
interesting.
Hey, the last thing about the Qatar thing, again, we've already probably spent too long on it, but if you look it up, all of the stadiums that were built for the World Cup were built within the last 10 years, and they were all built using slave labor.
Slave labor.
Dude, Tony, go and I'm not even a big John Oliver fan, but go look up the most recent video from John Oliver of last week tonight. Also, Bryant Gumbel has done a lot of stuff on this too. They would bring in these workers from Bangladesh and India and Pakistan, and they would have to pay like $4,000 in order to be able to go there and work. And then by the time they got there, they didn't have any money. They're dependent upon their employers. They had like 600 men using this facility that only had 2 bathrooms, 2 bedrooms, like literally some third world shit. But
This tells us
Qatar
that
could
FIFA
just
is the real problem.
yeah,
FIFA
and
is the real problem. And on top of this is that if you're an international sport like this, there's probably like an international etiquette that you have to abide by in a certain way. And so now we're starting to think of this is someone told me, or I was reading the defenders. Somehow Qatar has got more defenders on the planet than anybody I ever expected.
well, they're already talking about going to so doing
They
like a
said they won it in the
three-country.
lottery, is what I heard. Is that like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
like
it's such bullshit. It's whoever pays the highest bidder. But after the next one, which is going to be in Canada, America, and Mexico, they're already saying that the next one after that is probably going to be in Saudi Arabia. And FIFA traditionally, they like to go to authoritarian governments because they can do whatever they want there and they don't have to follow rules and shit. It's pretty fucked up. But again, we could do a
that
whole
is
different
ice
thing.
up, ice up, ice up, ice up. This is the C3 Panthers podcast brought to you by CarolinaCatChronicles.com, where every Tuesday night we chop up the latest Panthers and news and opinions from the fan perspective. Happy Thanksgiving. And really a somber day in Charlotte as a news chopper went down today and 2 people died. So as we are at our Thanksgiving table, be thankful that you're with your family. Be thankful for something like Cody said, and think about people who maybe are not in as fortunate a situation as you are, or think about how you could be blessed, how blessed you are, not how you could be less fortunate, but just think about how blessed you are and consider blessing us on the charity drive that's coming up. The link's pinned. The Bradley and Nikki Bozeman Foundation will put it in the show notes. We're coming up post-game show after. We're not going to do a beat check for right now as we don't have anything scheduled. Friday night we'll be here with the Friday Free for All. I think I'm gonna be hosting that. And Saturday we're gonna rock the sim, hopefully, and Sunday post game show, and then into the charity drive. This has been a fun show, guys. My name's Tony Dunn. You can follow me at cat_chronicles. Smash the thumbs up button, subscribe. Cody Lashney, how can they get after you?
Yeah, find me at Cody Lax, CODYLAC. You can find me talking trash on Twitter. And listen, if you would like to come talk trash to me in person, look, dude, how many podcasters give you the opportunity to come and directly talk shit to them, dude? Well, I do. And I do it for you every Friday at 7 p.m. on the Friday Free for All, where you can come and tell me how dumb I am and how bad my takes are. It's the show for the fans, by the fans, every Friday at 7 p.m. And we'll be back for this post game this Sunday.
CK?
Yeah, you can find me at the most social media at Code Allen. But mainly you're going to find me here on this channel at the obviously on these regular shows, but also the Madden simulation. It's been again, I say it every time, but it's been eerily prophetic. Like, not just prophetic. It's not just predicting the winners. It's been predicting the outcome of those games, the blowout to Cincy,
The type of game almost.
the type of game that we just saw against Lamar and the Baltimore Ravens. It has been almost weird. It's missed some. Don't get me wrong, but for the most part, it's been on point, and that's been an interesting thing to witness.
Yeah,
I
I think that's it.
That's it. Take us out of here, Cody.
C3 Panther Nation. Until next time, you already know what we do, baby. We keep pounding.